Hey boys, welcome back to some more Roosters career mode, taking on the Storm in this round 12 clash. And obviously, the last video for this we uploaded was the Origin match, so round 11 was actually a bye for our team, which worked out pretty well. I mean, we would have had a lot of players out, and obviously going forward with the Origin, we're not going to be so lucky. We're going to have to field a pretty B, C string side, honestly, as we are taking on the Storm here. And the only omission, I think, is Aiden Guerra, who is suspended for 2 matches still. It was so unlucky. The round 10 game, he did a high shot, and he's missing 2 weeks. It's round 12 now, but he's still missing 2 weeks because obviously the Origin game doesn't count as the one of the missed matches. So a bit unlucky for Guerra. Hopefully, I think 2 games. I think he might be right for the next Origin match, but I think it was Cameron Smith right there. Made a huge run, just almost went through untouched, but Latrell Mitchell came up with a nice low tackle to hold the progress. But a nice bomb goes up here, and well done by Ferguson. You know, that's the one area that is pretty solid, you know, our defense for bombs, because we got a lot of tall guys, you know, Ferguson, Tupou, and Kenny Dowell, all are like huge men. It's very, very nice to have as Johnny Tuivasa-Sheck finds a good room out here, but just doesn't quite have the pace yet. Hopefully he'll grow into a pretty good player for us. But friend here scoots out dummy half and just is going to pick up the penalty. You know, the Storm were in a little bit of trouble after the line break, just holding on a little too long there. As a beautiful pass back here to Boyd Corden, gets it onto Tuivasa-Sheck, going for the corner, but Billy Slater is there. And once again, they're going to give away the penalty, you know, on their own goal line, just holding on that touch too long. Going for the quick play the ball, but it's not going to be a good decision by their players right there, because it's going to be a little too easy. I think it was Mitchell there, gave a nice inside pass to Cordner, who scored a nice try. And I think Cordner was in the New South Wales side, so, you know, a few guys backing up in this game alone. I mean, you know, we got a few, and Storm obviously a few as well. Played well for us on in the big match. We did win pretty comfortably, so a few of our boys are gonna want to pick their act up, I guess. As it's gonna be Cordner again through the gap here. Tries to link up with Ferguson, but the cover defense is pretty strong. So we do have that 6-0 lead. 30 minutes into this game, it's been a pretty tough game, honestly. Like, pretty back and forth. You know, a few line breaks from each team. As we try a bit of a not a great play to do that little grubber down the blind side. Trying to be a little too fancy. Should just put up the high ball or put it into the in goal, but didn't really do any of those. Didn't work out in our favour. As a Storm here, looking to put the bomb up, and it's going to be beautiful work there. I don't know who got the bat down, but you know, we're getting a bit of our own medicine back here. The bomb goes up and the bat down too good. Who was the player who did this? Was it Chambers? Who was that? Was that Bromwich? I think it's fucking Jesse Bromwich. Gets the incredible bat down to, I think it was Jordan McLean, the other front rower, which you're not going to see too many tries like that in your lifetime. The old double front rower bomb combination. That's a new one. As the Storm do hit back and level the game up going into half time, as we have a little chance here to actually extend the lead as Tuivasa-Sheck gets it back to Ferguson, but good well read by the Storm player there to cut the threat down before it eventuated, as Kenny Dowell just bursts onto the ball. And that's one thing he does like all the time. I don't know what it is about Kenny Dowell. Like, other players don't seem to do that, but he just bursts onto the ball like so much speed. It's crazy. Like, every time we like pass it to him, he like almost gets through the gap. So I don't know. Maybe it's just because he got really good acceleration stats. I don't know. He just he's really quick. He's really quick as Takiaho trying to set up. I think it's Orbison. Should have passed the ball, but just Slater came up with a huge tackle and drove us back a bit, as well as it's going to be that man again. Jesse Bromwich cleans up the grubber and is going to force his way out of the in goal. He has had a huge game up to this point. It's I mean, he is a good player, honestly. Jesse Bromwich is like one of the best props in the game in real life, honestly. But he's showing his class in this game alone. As 60 minutes in, still 6-all, so we've got a good chance here, though, to extend the lead as Mitchell Pearce throws a dummy almost straight through, but I think it was Chambers that time came up with a big tackle. As we get it to Ferguson on the ball. Tries to steamroll over the top, but held up over the line. And this is a Storm, dude. They're hard to break. Hard to break their line. But we do the bomb here. Orbison gets the nice bat down. And it's going to be that man, Kenny Dow. The acrobatic put down. It was pretty close. It was a pretty close thing for him to going out, honestly. Could have played it a little safer, but, you know, had to make it look as good as possible, I guess. Oh, it's close. It's close to being on the line, but no, he's snuck his way in there. And it's a pretty nice try as Nikorima looks to convert out on the sideline and swings away to miss, which isn't good. I mean, the Storm can easily come back in this game, so it's a pretty big kick to miss as Mitchell does beat Slater originally, but Slater was always going to round him up right there. As a beautiful offload there, gets it back to Friend. Friend with the long ball into that man, Kenny Dow, backing up. Beautiful play. Just great work. I think it was originally started here, the Tupou offload, just great. Yeah, had a couple of Storm players down in the tackle already. And beautiful pass back there by Friend. Kenny Dow, the man supporting. Kenny Dow, you know, it's been tough. I mean, the best player for us this year probably has been Kenny Dow. He's caused the most line breaks and set up Tupou numerous occasions. As right here we try to go for an early kick, and it's going to rebound onto just a crazy slips catch by Orbison. And for some reason we try to kick it again. I don't know why we were trying to kick on the fourth tackle there, but we are going to run it on the last play here. Kenny Dow gets it back to Friend. Friend surely is going to score. He straightens up, but I think he's dropped it. I think he's dropped over the line. Who is this? Chase Blair comes up with a big tackle, and it could be a big turning point. I mean, we do have that 4-point lead. No, we got a 10-point lead now, but that could have been the game. And it's going to be that man, Jesse Bromwich from the tap, from the... What the fuck is going on? Bromwich is going to streak away. I'm just trying to fucking go to... Oh, man, this is so frustrating. I saw fucking Pierce was on the left here, but I just I couldn't go to him. I was doing my best. You could see the fucking player marker just go through every player. Mitchell Pierce would have caught him for sure, but not to be. I could not switch to fucking Pierce. But Jesse Bromwich, probably being the best player in this game, he's been incredible. He's done some just crazy things as Blake Green now just finds open pasture. There's a nice ball back on the inside, and the Storm aren't done. We're only in front by 4, and they're looking to attack as a Surfer Solomona there gets brought down, but they might run out of time here, and it's a nice tackle jamming in by Pierce, and that is going to be the game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Pretty entertaining game, honestly. I'll see you boys next time.